A critical analysis of cognitive theory. Practice principles. Cognitive theory is an approach to psychology that attempts to explain human behavior by understanding our thought processes. It focuses on how people think, understand, and come to know. During reading, we are creating stimuluses and interpreting the meaning of words. After we read, we recite text, paraphrase to prove our understanding, illustrate to apply what we've read, and analyze to distinguish relevant from irrelevant information. The practical application for cognitive theory includes improving memory, increasing decision-making accuracy, and structuring curricula to enhance learning. Nasair states that cognition involves all processes by which the sensory input is transformed, reduced, elaborated, stored, recovered, and used. Application. Students use sensory, short-term, and long-term memory to store information learned in class. It is imperative for teachers to use different methods of teaching as dictated by the cognitive theory. Some students may be visual learners while others may be audio learners. Practice settings. Exposure-based cognitive behavioral treatments are the intervention with the most research support and should be considered the first-line psychological treatment for OCD, PTSD, and panic disorder. Therapists use theory to understand how particular fears trigger catastrophic thinking related to feared outcomes, and how these exaggerated beliefs are maintained by safety behaviors and other maintenance processes. Studies found that when students felt socially supported, they felt more self-efficacy and hence achieved a higher academic success. Cognitive therapy can be used in practice at home and in the school environment to help support children's academic achievement and sense of social belonging, which strengthens their self-efficacy. In accordance with cognitive models, a coherent representation of text is a product not only of reading comprehension, but the actual construction of that representation of text is a process that occurs during reading. Research has concluded that interrupting the reading process with questions may compete with cognitive processes needed to maintain coherence, especially for struggling readers. These results helped inform the educators' teaching methods, and they found that asking less questions of a child during reading time is more beneficial. Some additional themes regarding cognitive development have emerged. In particular, Black and Latino participants' cognitive development intersected with their racial and ethnic identity development. As participants moved towards seeking knowledge as contextual, they moved towards seeing race and ethnicity as playing important roles in their lives also. Strengths and limitations. Cognitive theory has been researched vastly with a variety of diagnoses. With so much evidence supporting cognitive theory in a variety of settings, it is considered to be an evidence-based practice model. Cognitive theory can also be combined with other theories in order to find the best treatment for clients. The most common form would be the cognitive behavioral therapy. One of the most notable limitations in cognitive theory is that cultural factors determine appropriate beliefs and behaviors. If a client is not from the dominant culture and is seeking treatment from the clinician, they must make sure they are focusing on those clients' cultural beliefs and values. Cognitive therapy focuses on the individual and does not take into account the larger systems at play. This could be a limitation if the client's macro influences are part of the reason for the dysfunctional thinking. Cognitive theory has a lot of structure to it. Structure can be good because it gives clinicians a template to follow and can make measuring the implementation of therapy much easier. However, too much structure may eliminate flexibility in sessions. Cognitive theory also looks at cognitive processes which are subjective. In order for cognitive therapy to be successful, clients must have the cognitive ability to recognize their dysfunctional thought patterns. Cognitive theory has been applied successfully across a wide range of populations. It's even been adapted and modified to work with young children and adolescents. However, more research is needed in order to know its effectiveness with different racial and ethnic populations. So, where do we go from here? Researchers are combining technology like the fMRI and cognitive theory to more accurately pinpoint the parts of the brain that are being stimulated during therapeutic interventions. Another future research idea might be to research the effectiveness of cognitive theory on transgendered individuals. What possibilities do you see for cognitive therapy in the future?